Hola chicos y bienvenidos de nuevo a otro video. Hoy vamos a jugar un juego de Write It Out, working with verbs like gustar. Now, my friends, the rules are same as always. You can either use the document that's provided within Google Classroom and write your sentences straight onto there, or you can use your own sheet of paper. Either way, what you'll need to do is make sure that you show me those corrections. That means that you leave your original answer. That way, when I go back in, I can see the mistakes that we're making. What are we confusing with what? What parts of the grammar do we need to work on collectively? All right, so make sure, again, that you leave those original responses and then in a different color ink or font, make sure that you show me those corrections that you've made, and at the end, give me your total point score just for fun. All right, I think that is everything, my friends. We're going to go ahead and begin. I'm going to say the sentence about 3 times. On that third time, I'm going to go ahead and begin to write it out. Now, this is a video, so you are welcome to pause at any time. Take the time that you need in order to complete the sentence to the best of your ability, okay? You can either pause or you can try to keep up in real time with me. Either way, whichever one works best for you, I am happy with. All right, without further ado, vamos a empezar, amigos, con la primera frase. In this first sentence, I would like you to say, my stomach hurts. My stomach hurts. In other words, my stomach hurts me, right? My stomach hurts. This should look like, friends, as me duele. We keep it in the singular form because the only thing that's hurting us is el estómago, right? Muy bien. Remembering to keep in mind that we don't say mi estómago with the doler arrangement. We use the definite article el en frente. Okay. Continuamos, amigos, con el número 2. This is a question, and I want to know, do you like to run? Or rather, is running pleasing to you? Now, normally, we would use a word gustar, like we've learned, but there is another one that's very similar, and that's the verb I'm looking for. What is close to gustar, right? All right, so do you like to run? Is running pleasing to you? Ready? Should come as so. This verb was agrada, and we finish with correr. Te agrada correr. Do you like to run? Agradar is the verb. Muy bien, amigos. Continuamos con el número 3. This time, I want to say the planets are fascinating to Paulina. The planets are fascinating to Paulina. Okay. In other words, to Paulina, the planets are fascinating. ¿Listos, amigos? Aquí vamos. Should look like a Paulina. We have to start with that prepositional phrase, right? Because the IOP is le. So a Paulina le, we have fascinan los planetas. There we have it. The planets are fascinating to Paulina. Muy bien, el número 4. This time I want to say the class is interesting to the students. The class is interesting to the students. The class, ready, is interesting to the students, starting, of course, with that prepositional phrase. A los estudiantes, right? The IOP that matches them is les. And then check it out. Our verb here is interesa. And then we have la clase, period. Now, a lot of folks want to say, well, since we have les, shouldn't this also be in the plural? But we have to remember, folks, this is the IOP, and it is never the subject. The subject that's doing the pleasing here is la clase. So in a singular sense, which is why our verb reflects that. Okay? So a los estudiantes les interesa la clase, or the class is interesting to the students. Muy bien, amigos. El número 5. This time I want to say His younger sisters bother me a lot or annoy me a lot. So a lot of things going on here. His younger sisters bother me or annoy me a lot. Ready? So his younger sisters, that should look like sus. We have the word hermanas. Now check it out. Younger, we have menor es in the plural sense. So sus hermanas menores. Now it's affecting me, so my IOP is me. And then we see molestan in the plural sense because we have many sisters. And we conclude with our word mucho here. All right. So his younger sisters bother me a lot. Sus hermanas menores me molestan mucho. Muy bien. Halfway there, my friends, el número 6. This time I want to ask you, does it seem to you that it's going to rain? Does it seem to you that it's going to rain? Big question here. Does it seem to you that it's going to rain? All right, here we go. Should look like te parece. We have our connecting word here. Que va a llover is our verb that means to rain. So does it seem to you that it is going to rain? ¿Te parece que va a llover? ¿Sí o no? Yo no sé. Continuamos, amigos, con el número 7. Please make sure that you are showing those corrections, leaving your original response, and next to it, showing me the parts that you've corrected. Ready? Here we go. Next sentence, I want to say our work is important to us. Our work is important to us. Our work is important to us. Ready? Here we go. We start with the IOP, nos, and then we have importa, and our work is nuestro trabajo. Right? There we have it. Nos importa nuestro trabajo. Our work is important to us. Continuamos. Muy bien, amigos. El número 8. This time I want to say Fernando really likes those books. So this is taking it a little bit further. You can almost say Fernando loves those books, right? So Fernando really likes or he loves those books. All right. Are we ready here? Well, since we're talking about Fernando, we need to include the prepositional phrase, right? So a Fernando le careful, encantan in the plural sense because we're talking about those or esos libros. Muy bien. A Fernando le encantan esos libros. Fernando really likes those books. Muy bien. El número 9, amigos, it's another question here. And I want to ask, how many pages do we lack? Or do we have left? How many pages do we lack? Okay. How many pages do we lack? Are we ready? Should look like this, my friends. We have cuántas páginas, no? And those that are being affected is us, so nos, and then we see our verb faltan in the plural sense because we've got multiple, right? ¿Cuántas páginas nos faltan? How many pages do we lack? Buen trabajo, amigos. Let's go for a similar question for number 10 here. I want to ask, how much time do I have left? How much time do I have left? Similar, but a little different. How much time do I have left? Should appear as so, amigos. We have cuánto, and we see tiempo, me, and then since it's in the singular sense, we should see the verb quedar represented as queda there. So, ¿cuánto tiempo me queda? How much time do I have left? All right. Good job, guys. Keep working through those corrections. We've just got 2 sentences left. Number 11 will go as so. This time I want to say, let's say that the plants fascinate them. The plants fascinate them. And let's say they feminine, no? So the plants fascinate them feminine. It's a mouthful. Last time, the plants fascinate them feminine should look like our prepositional phrase. We have a ellas. Our IOP is les here. We see our verb fascinan. And then we have las plantas. There we go. Bueno, y finalmente, amigos, el número 12. This time, I just want to say, Marco's legs hurt. Marco's legs hurt, or Marco's legs hurt him, right? We can also say it in that structure if that's helpful. Marco's legs hurt. Are we ready? Should appear as so, amigos. We have a Marco. There we go. And then we have le and our verb duelen here. Las, finalmente, piernas. A Marco le duelen las piernas. Bueno, y ya es todo, mis amigos. Felicidades. Thank you guys so much for participating. I hope you all enjoyed the activity. Again, before you hit submit, just make sure that you have demonstrated those corrections, what you had initially and what you corrected it to, as well as including those final total points at the bottom that you got organically, meaning you didn't have any corrections to make. No harm, no foul, whatever that score is. All right, I hope that you guys have a fantastic rest of your day y nos vemos pronto. Adiós, chicos.